We are back at one of the most haunted locations in all of Texas, a mysterious hotel that holds many secrets. This is the Old Park Hotel. Built in the late 1800s, this hotel was originally a meeting house, boarding house, schoolhouse, restaurant, music store, brothel, and an antique store. It was also previously the Seacrest Hotel, the Three Sisters Hotel, the Royal Hotel, and now currently the Old Park Hotel. Ghostly encounters include strange boot steps, various apparitions of cowboys and bordello women, children, and other entities. Many visitors who stay the night report shadow figures, cold spots, strange perfume and cigar smells, and voices of both men and women. People have reported being touched, scratched, and being pushed inside the building. I have so much planned for the crew on this investigation. I just hope everyone is ready. Is there anyone in here?
In an intimidation thing from an inmate, be like, what's up? Like, who are you? Like, what's up? What's your place?
I don't really think you are the devil. How's it going, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Ghost Seekers. We are actually here with the fam. I got my dad here, my mom, my nana, and my mom's friend JR. This is probably going to be our craziest investigation to date, probably because of how much projects I have for this particular investigation. I can't really tell you guys right now, y'all will just have to wait and see. This investigation is probably going to take a toll on us emotionally and probably physically. And we've already got our rooms picked out for the night. We know where we're sleeping. Right now we're about to do the tour with Dan. And after that, we will be doing our full investigation. All lights out, night vision cameras. We will all be investigating together as a family. And I can't wait for you guys to see this. So here we go.
All right, welcome back. I know you guys are excited about being back.
Thank you for having us back.
Yes. Last time was incredible.
As soon as I crossed the threshold to this room, it felt like someone slashed me up the back with a knife or a sickle. Check me, please. I'm hurting. Oh! Dude, I feel it burning.
I still looked at stuff, and I'm still thinking about the famous slash. What are your thoughts on that?
It lasted like 3 to 5 days. It felt like it was upward, like it slashed me upwards, and the pain was unbearable. Like it literally felt like I was bleeding out of my back.
Yeah, thinking back to that, we've had that happen to so many people here, but yours, I think, is the most incredible. I wrote it from what I was saying.
Wow.
I don't know if it's incredible or if it's scary.
Scary? I think so.
It probably leans in the scary area. But welcome back. You guys are here at an actual good time because in 2 weeks is the anniversary of Ballinger on June 29th. The city again, or this little town, was formed 1886, June 29th. Said 3,000 to 6,000 people standing right across here. That's why we tend to think, the group that was here last night, the women that were very sensitive in the group went over there and stood, and they said they could feel the energy across the street. They said they didn't feel right. So I think everything is getting energized.
Yeah.
Which it usually does every year. And it's this whole area. It's almost like they're all coming back. And, you know, on June 29th, all these people, and we have some little spectators outside here. The energy just seems to have been building up. And I think, again, it ties in with all the history, all the outlaws, the Old West that was out here. And I'd like to take you through and just kind of show you around, because it's been a while since you've been back.
Been almost a year.
Yeah, and we could talk about some things that have happened, some more things we found out about history, some things we might be dropping pretty soon that we uncovered.
Okay.
So how about we take a look at some things?
After you.
The biggest thing that we are going to be exploring in the future is we've had some notable people in the building since you were here. One of them was John Zaffis, who is the nephew of Ed Warren, and his aunt was Lorraine Warren. That's the whole Country movie series. Well, when people walk in this building, just like when you guys walked in, they feel things, and we never know what's going to come out of them.
Right as Dan said that, you can see an anomaly come out from behind
You know
him.
what's going to come out of them.
And then out of nowhere, Dan's mic starts cutting in and out.
When he walked through our door, he stood there for 15 minutes, and the first words out of his mouth were that the place is just layered in many different layers of paranormal and history. And the second thing he said, which really struck a chord with us, was the fact that he said that we have multiple missing person cases in this building. And then we did a session later on with him, and very clear things came through, and one of the clearest things that came through was that there were 5 male bodies buried under our presentation room floor. We don't know who they are, we don't know what the deal is, but that really struck a note with us. And I think we are going to be exploring and finding out if that hidden basement is indeed underneath this building, the way that we've always thought.
That would be awesome.
Most people, just like when you guys first arrived, they don't realize that it didn't start off as one building. It started off as a 2-story white house. Everything past this exterior wall, upstairs and downstairs, was the house. We can look at those pictures again, so you can refresh your memory. But as old as that history is, this history has even jumped out more. And also the building next door, its history has jumped out more. The famous outlaws here in town, Manny Clements, Emmanuel Manning Clements, John Wesley Hardin, and of course Jim the Deacon Miller, who is very notorious here as far as his spirit. And I think he's the one that slashed you last time. I really do believe that.
I think it.
We are about to bust open a door because the story goes that his father-in-law, Manning Clements, when he was shot in the saloon by Townsend back in 1887, a year after Ballinger was formed, it makes it look like it was a street over. A friend of mine has gone through deed records, and they have confirmed that that saloon stood next door to this building. So that shooting of Manning Clements took place next door.
Wow.
And it's showing that the energy here is just building. And I think it's all because things were kind of misconstrued in history, but I think we're starting to put them all back together. And Deacon has just been reaching out. The story now makes more sense right here, this newspaper clipping, which was from way back, because it talks about when Manning was shot, Jim the Deacon Miller and John Wesley Hardin, just to refresh that memory of that story, they were one of the brutal gangs here in Texas from the Old West, probably one of the worst. And if you type up Texas most notorious top outlaws, they come up in the top 5. And the fact that they're all associated with Ballinger and possibly this building just makes it look a lot more compelling. The story right here didn't make sense before because it talks about after the Townsend shot Manning through the left eye and killed him in that saloon, which again we thought was one street over, 5 weeks or 6 weeks later, this article pops up where that same marshal who was shot off horseback right after he took out Manning, left for dead, almost lost his left arm, had to retire from law enforcement. Approximately 5 or 6 weeks after he retired from law enforcement, he was working in the saloon, which became a store. And that used to be a store. He was working in the store one night and mysteriously he gets shot at twice from the darkness in the back of the store.
Wow.
Again by a double-barrel shotgun. Missed. But after that, that's when Jim Mower left town. Because at that point, they were pretty much putting 2 and 2 together. And things are making more sense now. I think why Deacon was here. I think Deacon's wife, her name was Sally. People are picking up Sally. There's also been a Sarah that's popping up a lot.
Sarah?
Sarah. Again, we don't know who exactly she is, but she's been popping up more and more and more since you were here last. Since you were here, there's been so many things that have happened to both us and also other guests. It just seems to be building and building and building. The craziest thing that happened to me was a few weeks ago. I had just done up a new room upstairs, up and back next to the toy room. We call it our teddy bear of horror room. And I'm sure you saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little creepy. Well, anyway, I was going back and forth. I wasn't thinking about ghosts, wasn't thinking about anything. I was just putting furniture in there. And I was coming down here getting furniture. I was in the building by myself, going back and forth. It took about 6 or 7 trips. The 6th trip I took the old school desk that I had, which was given to us, very old desk. Carried that thing all the way upstairs, put it in the room, stood back, I was like, perfect. Now it's all set. Started walking back. I'm upstairs, walk up the 3 steps. I'm almost to the top of these stairs here. And all of a sudden a kid comes running down the hall towards me. Just like a little kid running down the hall from the far end of the hall all the way to this end. And you should have seen me, my whole back just arched because I had my back to it. And right at that moment, I had a hard time turning around. And right as I turned around, my little lights that I have sitting on those 3 steps, which go off the sensor lights, they start flickering like something is messing with the electricity and the lights. And they start strobing. And while I'm watching this, I'm just like, whoa. All of a sudden I hear something stepping up on those 3 steps slowly. And I came down. I couldn't handle it. I mean, I'm the owner of this place. I could not handle that.
I can't handle running footsteps, period.
No. And it's those moments that grab you. You know, we're going on our 7th year anniversary. And that just happened. And it was like I went back to day 1 of owning this building and experiencing things. And it just brings that effect back that you never get used to the paranormal. You never get used to ghosts. You never get used to hauntings. They come at you many different ways, and you just don't know what to expect, you know? And I think it's all tied in with all this massive history that is going around us. Just last night, I was talking with the group again about the Seacrest family when they bought the building. The daughters took over the building from their father. Again, we think they rented us a brothel. This was the Seacrest family. And got this picture of the women right up here. And again, I think one of these women is still following me around because last night when I was talking to the group, this cold spot comes up right behind me in this hot hallway, right behind me, just like I'm talking to you right now. And there was a woman standing over here and I think a woman over here, and all of a sudden they both made a comment before I said anything. They were like, "It's getting cold." And I was like, yeah, I think she's standing behind me again. So I wouldn't be surprised if she pops up again while we're walking through, you know, and I'm talking with you. I'm trying to remember all the stories, but I think what's happening is I've been bringing a lot more furniture in from estate sales, doing various things, and I think I am just popping the energy in this place. And one of the craziest places where things are happening now is back here with the Victrola.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah, and there's just a lot of things going on in there. Not too long ago, I had another group take off outside the door late at night. Didn't even put that one up. This was before we went on vacation.
Wow.
And they freaked out again and had to take a breather out front. They actually didn't leave, but they came back in and they were nervous. So it's that type of thing. Do you have any questions, like, since your last visit, things that you'd like to find out about your exploration tonight?
I've heard about this door.
This
Like,
door?
Your new door.
Yeah. Matter of fact, that door closed again on us yesterday.
Just yesterday?
Yeah, and I was asking my wife, I was like, what happened with that door? I was like, did you close it? And she's like, no, I didn't close it. I'm like, well, we're the only ones in here. Why is that door closed? The scariest thing with that door that happened at the very beginning was when we took over the building 7 years ago, we were moving stuff in there, moving boxes. And at one point, my wife was going back and forth, back and forth. She was in there by herself. And she was back there in the storeroom about, I don't know, multiple trips. And all of a sudden, that door slammed shut. And somebody just starts going boom, 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 boom. And it echoes down that hallway. And she was petrified when that happened. And yeah, and also not too long ago, this is my room, of course, not too long ago, it was a Saturday, I want to say about 2 months ago, 3 months ago. Saturday, sunny outside, the group was getting up, it was still in the morning. I could hear them, I'm in here doing my stuff, laying on the bed. Well, I'm laying on the bed on my phone, and all of a sudden, right through this door, a transparent housekeeper walks straight through the door and walks within 2 feet of my feet and just keeps going this way. Didn't look at me.
I think I actually saw you talk about that.
And I just about dropped my phone because, you know, she's appearing right over my phone. I'm just like, really, you know? You just don't expect these things, you know, when they come. And really, the Old West, the history, Ballinger being formed in June 29th of 1886. Again, I think it is just building up again. And I think all this history that we have around us, all these people that have been here over time, I think they're getting to that point where they want to be.
In this moment, an anomaly actually leaves Dan's room and comes right towards me.
Be known again. They want to be taught. What was that?
That sounded like upstairs, right?
What was that?
All right, now that we're kind of in a break,
Yes.
you said some girl's name over here.
Sarah.
Sarah.
Every time you said it, my audio clipped out.
Did it?
Are you
Well,
serious?
It dropped
the
every
group
time.
last night said that they were being followed around by her.
I was
And they were getting her
supposed to
all
bring
over the
+1,
place.
And her name was Sarah, but she canceled last minute. I'm just saying that.
Hmm.
But yeah,
I-
when you were pointing at this picture and saying her name, every time you said her name, the audio cuts out.
I think she is jumping out. I really think,
That's cool.
I think some of these spirits that we have here, I think they're getting to a point now where they really want to be known.
Yeah.
Before they were kind of hiding or they were being held back from telling their stories, but I think a lot of them are like, I want it out now. And just like John Zaffis said, missing person cases. You got to wonder what happened in this building. Why
Especially
would
that
somebody
many
say
years
something
ago.
like that walking into a building? He's been in paranormal 43 years. He has so much experience, and he's very sensitive, and all that just pops into his mind. So you can kind of imagine where our minds are right now with
Yeah.
everything. We're just like, we want to bust open some of these hidden stories, because I think they're very fascinating.
What
All
happened?
right.
What's happening?
All right.
right here.
Every time I go here, step back, I'm sorry. Every time I go here, I cut out. It loses signal right here for some reason.
Right here at this door. Hit the door.
Okay, I don't know if y'all realize this also, but when we first walked in this hallway, it was very muggy, very
Yes.
humid. I was actually sweating when we came around the
Yeah.
corner.
But it's cool.
I'm not sweating anymore.
No.
There's coolness
There's
like
a
all in this hallway
From
now.
behind me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's where I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it coming
Yeah, it's
this way.
coming that way.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the mic. Okay, I thought like doors were creaking.
Well, there's nobody else in the building. Just
You've already
us.
lost-
Yeah.
One camera's already gone down. Battery's
Yeah,
down.
right here.
What?
Yeah,
Right
this
here.
is bad.
I lose signal right here every time.
Does he need a new battery real quick?
He already went to go get one.
Okay.
you know, we tend to think I don't know exactly when we're going to do this exploration, but we tend to think the entrance to this hidden basement is somewhere over here.
I would think so.
Well,
Yeah.
it goes
It
out.
would.
A cellar entrance or something.
What is this
Yeah.
door? Just a
It's a
cubby?
storeroom now, up under the stairs. But the funny thing about it is, this didn't start off as one unit. It started off as a house.
Right here.
What I'm-
So this would have been outside at one point, which makes sense. If there would have been an entrance to a cellar,
Yeah.
that's probably where it would be.
I would think so.
I lose signal in the same spot every
And
time.
we were told by psychics a ways back that there is something here, but that it was covered up a long time ago. You know, and that's where the mysteries are.
You're getting a drift.
Like you remember that?
Yeah.
You remember that scene in the very first Conjuring film, where they're playing hide and clap, and one of the daughters is in the closet,
Yeah.
like right under the stairs,
Yeah, it has a hidden,
and she gets bumped into
Yeah.
it,
and it's a
and then
false.
that's when they know.
Yeah.
I wonder.
Except ours is underneath.
It's
Yeah.
not constant. It's just like a.
It's
Anything over there?
It's not distance. I got a full signal, but watch. You're gonna be able to hear it because it goes out completely.
Did you just say something? Did you hear that man's voice is now? You didn't say anything.
I'm getting.
Right here, it goes dead.
I just heard a
Only in
man's
that one
voice
spot.
behind you.
I have no clue
I
why
heard
that does
something.
that.
Right as he walked by, I heard a deep man's voice over here. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I
and
don't.
it's not a constant flow of air. It's almost like a.
Like somebody's pumping.
And there's no reason for that air to be coming in,
No,
you know, the
that's
way
right.
it is.
But it's not constant. It's just every once in a while you'll feel a.
Aim the mic that way.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's pulsating. It's
Yeah.
pulsating air.
Yeah.
That I've never seen that before.
That's weird.
I don't know why the signal right there where you're standing.
I do think we're going to find our entrance somewhere
I
along the
definitely
way.
think you
I
are.
think it's coming. Yeah. And I do think it was covered up. I think they buried it. Y'all can peek in that door if you want. There's a nail at the top that you just turn,
Stay on him.
and that door will open if you turn that nail.
The thing
It's
is,
just storage
Yeah,
supplies
got
in
this,
there.
You know, the fake spider webs, where I see them moving, like
No.
in certain areas, but this one's not moving. But you'll get a puff
Top
of air
end?
closer and closer
Hmm?
up.
Yes.
But
should
there's
be able to hear
nothing moving
Nothing at all.
otherwise.
Okay. Do y'all want to open it just to feel it out? See that nail up on the top? Just turn it and just pull it.
It's not happening for me.
Let me find the spot and just hand it to you.
What was it we saw? I don't see what we saw, but
It's not doing it anymore.
Not doing it?
Let me walk by.
No, it's not cool in this hallway anymore.
They got hot.
No. It just got warm again.
Yeah.
It just got humid, very
Dude,
humid again.
what?
It's like all the coldness just
It's
left.
hot again.
It's
And
not
we're
doing
starting
it.
to sweat all of a sudden again.
But
just like
when
that.
you look at when you listen to the audio footage, every time I walk by that
Yeah.
spot, it goes off.
Wow.
Remember, when I thought it was the girl's
It
name?
got hot. The moment you opened that
Location.
door, it got hot
Real hot.
again. Yeah.
Yeah.
we saw something through, but now we don't see it now.
Nothing there?
We could see it when she did it.
That's weird.
Well, I mean,
I mean, not saying I think we got enough.
that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's all of my years of doing this, I've never seen that. And now it's not doing it at all. But it did it in the exact
It's
same spot every
Totally
time.
changed, yeah. Because it was hot when we walked around, then it cooled down,
That's weird.
and then it went back to what it was. So somebody was here with us.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Was there someone in this hallway just now? Sounded like a woman trying to speak right there. Woman.
Oh, I heard.
Man's
I-
voice came through and said
I heard
woman.
that. I heard that.
Sounded like a woman trying to speak right there. What's your name?
Ruby.
Sounded like it said Ruby.
Ruby. And there's something wrong with her voice.
Did you say Ruby again?
Yes. Ruby, what are you trying to tell us?
was the mic. I
It
thought
just
I heard
got
crying.
it just got cold again.
Yeah, it got cold again.
It just
I'm
changed
feeling
again.
static.
From here. It went-
Yeah, I'm feeling it on my arms. Right. Yeah.
Here is behind.
All right, it's cutting out
Coming
here
this
now.
way. This is exactly, I saw it move this way.
Yeah.
I'm getting chills.
It's very
Yeah.
staticky in this
Yeah.
area right now.
Yeah, I'm feeling energy.
Yeah, I cut out over there now, like it was moved to that side of the hall.
Yeah.
We've gotten Ruby before. There's something with Ruby in here.
Ruby, are you standing right here?
Oh,
What did that say?
Bad time.
Bad time, it sounded like?
bad time. That's exactly what he just said.
Ruby, what happened to you? Was it a man? It was something.
Something.
Something try to grab your hand.
It is cold right here. There is something going on. Yeah. All the humidity's gone again.
Right, that was tense.
That's fun.
It sounds like it's a usual thing. She's trying to tell us something.
She's
Somebody's
definitely-
stopping her.
Exactly.
That's what it sounds like again. And that's been the story for 7 years.
We're gonna find more about that tonight.
This is
Yeah.
interesting, like, if she's trying to say something, but she can't.
Yeah.
And then it felt like somebody was
And
trying
he
to
said,
grab
and
her
he
hand
said
and
bad time.
You know?
In other words, you know, that I think that's when he cut her off.
Yeah.
This is our new seance room. We're going to be doing a big seance later this year with Patty Negri from Ghost Adventures. She's going to be conducting it right here. And the whole idea behind this, even though it is an event, the idea of bringing Patty in is that we're going to go really deep with the seance. A friend of mine told me that this is a real Aztec sacrificial. They gave it to us. I don't know if it's true or not, but it does look like it could be authentic looking at it.
Yeah. This was, you said this was used in
Possibly
sacrificial-
Aztec sacrificial. Yeah, it's old.
And I'm touching this? Why?
But the craziest thing that I'm feeling right now, and I'm sure you guys are feeling it, we should be sweating like pigs right now. Because yesterday when we were back here, it was hot.
It's moving.
Is that upstairs?
Dad, do the curtains move a lot? Do the curtains tend to move a lot down this hall?
Not really,
But they
because
don't.
there's nothing that should.
Nope.
You know, if the trees were blown around a lot outside,
Mhm.
responsibility,
They're
I don't
moving
think they were doing
The one,
Yeah,
like the
she's-
farthest
that. A
curtain?
lot of times those curtains will actually separate sideways.
What?
Curtains are not designed. It's almost like
Foot,
somebody's
dress, arm.
old
Can't see the rest.
thing.
What'd y'all catch?
I know
I heard she-
ever since I changed this whole room, it just has a whole different energy in here now.
Female.
What?
Yeah. In a dress. A long dress.
That's probably Sarah.
Ooh, chills.
Oh, no.
That is probably our Sarah.
There's your
It's
dress.
cold. It's cold.
There's the arm.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Because I kept hearing something, it was like telling me, keep going, go back, go back, go back.
See?
And then I I actually have the film of the curtain moving too, but her dress is there. You can't see the.
You
top
can
of
kind
her.
of see the shadow of the
Yes.
feet right
You got
here.
the
Yes.
foot, you got her long dress, and you got the arms.
Yeah,
you can't see her
the
hands,
way
you
the
can't
curtains
see
are
here.
creating the
But-
background on her. Yeah.
She's not there.
Yeah, it's totally different. Totally different picture.
That's why she kept
That's a
going back.
good capture.
Wow. I think she's probably inside the curtain in that picture. That's kind of what it looks like.
Well, that is. So when we captured that is when the curtains are moving.
Mm-hmm.
The curtain went back, like that, back, and then went forward.
They said last night, there were several sensitive women in the group last night. They said they were being followed by her the whole time. They just kept saying, Sarah's just, like she's trying to tell us something. That's what it seemed like.
She's trying to slowly get our attention.
So I'm thinking you all need to go in that direction tonight.
In that hallway.
See what she's trying to tell y'all.
Is it storming right now? It sounds like it's
I
storming.
don't know.
I think there was a thunderstorm warning when I was
Listen.
driving up.
Oh, wow.
Right when I was
Listen.
It's gonna be a nice stormy
That's
night
the
tonight.
wind.
Yeah, that's the wind picking up. Huh.
I can't believe I held that.
You know,
As we're learning and talking about this sacrificial object, the atmosphere in the room drastically changes.
I don't know if it's true or not, but it looks definitely a unique looking piece.
It looks like the feather serpent, like
Yes.
like right there.
It's got intricate carvings
Yeah.
in it.
We take pictures of it. I have a friend who is an archaeologist.
I was trying to look for things online, you know, that look similar to that. I couldn't find anything that looks
It
like
might
that.
be like the sacrificial where they drop the blood.
Mm-hmm.
Where the
That's
heart-
what he was saying.
where the heart,
Yeah.
it's like a heart site.
pour
and then
it.
Let the
Yeah.
blood drip.
Oh, wow, that's crazy.
Even the curtain is cold.
It's cold right here.
I'm not cold now. It's weird.
I have a dagger that.
Put your hands right here. I just felt,
Actually, it is a little cooler.
I just felt
Oh,
really
I
cold
just got a
air.
cold breeze.
I just
Holy
felt
shit.
very cold air on this.
It's like as soon as you were like really
Do you feel
diving
that?
into that.
Yeah, well, this is.
You feel that?
This is where we saw this move.
Holy shit! It's not like
No,
So
it's
this is
something is giving off,
right.
and
Oh
this
my
is giving
God,
off
y'all.
energy.
When I stood up, I could feel the temperature change from the chair to here.
This is giving off, yes, it's coolness on the fingertips.
And that was cold right here, where I'm sitting.
it's colder near your hands.
Yeah, you want to put your hands here? It gets
Wow.
cold.
I'm good. I'm feeling with I don't know who.
Oh yeah, I feel swirling around the edge of my fingertips right now.
Do you want to do spirit box in here?
Over here.
We could, I say we do.
Okay.
See who might be with us.
Xbox. Scanning. FM.
Eternal Sunshine.
Again.
This is the third time now.
This is the third time one of our cameras has malfunctioned.
We just to do the phone for right now.
For it now.
There's something going on. There's too much coldness right here for me not to be.
Can you tell us where this object came from?
What is this? What does this thing symbolize?
The sun?
Right
What's
here.
on your thing?
That's the sun.
Did you? Wow.
That's the sun.
Wow. And that
And
was,
you put it in it.
put it back in there.
It's obsidian, so if you
Look how that's moving.
they would use obsidian glass to pierce, and then that's what they would put it.
What can you tell us about that?
Did this come from the Aztecs?
The Mayans?
Got it.
Sounded like it said got it. The Mayans?
That was fun.
I can't believe it said
Yeah.
sun.
That was. Yeah,
That was crazy.
And that's all captured, so you can go back
Yeah.
and clearly. I mean, that was pretty darn clear.
That was
when
that
it
was
came
clear.
through. You want to do the Ouija table room this time?
Yes.
I got plenty of tables, chairs in there now. And normally what happens in here, I'm pretty sure you guys did last time, put the spirit box on top of the Ouija table, because it goes nuts in here.
Did we bring it?
Yeah, they'll talk to us in here.
Can you tell us what that is he's holding?
Does that have to do with blood? You know what's
I
creepy?
thought I heard your name. Do this, yeah. By
What?
the end?
Do y'all want to talk to us?
Hi.
How you doing? Is this Jimmy?
I kind of want to do EVP session. Right?
Let's see here we go.
It's so different once that spirit box turns off.
Mm-hmm.
EVP session 1 at the Old Park Hotel. We are in the Ouija table room. Is there anyone in this room with us right now? That's Chris. Sorry. Can we hear you walk in the hallway? Can you tell us who you are?
EVP session 1 at the Old Park Hotel. We are in the Ouija table room. Is there anyone in this room with us right now? It's Chris moving.
Alright, maybe after that. Alright, Mike, just gonna pick it up.
Can we hear you in the hallway?
I
kept hearing like creaking. Like
Really?
slight creaking out there, yeah.
Well, that's a cement floor.
Yeah.
It shouldn't creak. Unless it.
That-
Well,
that-
no, I take it back. Upstairs, that's a wooden floor up
I
here.
thought it was
So,
that, and then he played it again, and
so maybe we're hearing
it wasn't.
somebody walking upstairs.
Can't hear it on here.
All right, with headphones, you can.
Can you tell us who you are?
What was that? All right, with headphones, you can.
Was this somebody? Nobody was breathing.
You weren't. You had the mic close to you.
Okay, that goes.
That isn't
And
even.
then I speak. Like, why would
That-
I speak right at the
you-
end of
well-
my exhale?
You didn't do that. I know you didn't do it. I'm sitting right here. You didn't do that.
Yeah.
You didn't do that.
There's like a full.
You weren't breathing hard or nothing. You just did an ordinary EVP session. So
Can you tell us who you are?
yeah, that
There's
wasn't.
no way.
That wasn't you.
Yeah, that deep.
Somebody-
We caught a
somebody's with us.
deep sigh right before I spoke. And why would I? What the fuck was that?
That was heavy. That was
Heavy as shit.
Yeah, that was like something dragged.
Deep sigh right before I spoke. And woke. And woke.
That was upstairs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was right above us because there was a
Yeah.
drag and then a creak.
What's the room right
That
above
room
here?
where we think somebody was killed, right above us.
Oh yeah, we were.
The woman?
It's either that
That's-
room or
that
it's
was-
a teddy bear room, one or the other. Yeah. See, this is like clear indication because we're all down here.
Oh, freaking bell.
Front door so close.
That's what I supposed to
There's something going on.
My arm hurts.
Your shadow.
Huh?
Your shadow back here.
Yeah, it was that room. 3 rooms back. 1, 2, 3. So we were hearing it in this room.
Yeah, this. This is.
Who put the 3 marks on the mirror? 3 marks. Well, what does that say? Does that say hi? Is that what
I
that is?
see high right there.
No, what's on that mirror? It looks like 3 streaks. Yeah, is that 3 streaks?
Yeah, this is high. No, it's 3 streaks.
It's 3 streaks.
It's not high, that's 3 streaks.
That was not here a while ago.
I don't remember seeing that. The high, I believe, was here. Benjamin, can you run down the hallway again?
What you're about to see is an experience that I will truly never forget.
Do y'all feel that?
Yeah.
It's low.
I still feel hot. I don't feel
Coldness, low, something. Benjamin, are you in here? You crawl up on the bed for us? See you crawl up on the bed.
What the? Okay, I need to step out of this room.
Too much?
What happened?
It felt like I got like grabbed from under the bed.
Well,
She had the camera.
the reason why I was saying low coolness, I felt like low coolness come in like this. Maybe it went under the bed. Put your hand under the bed for a second. See, is temperature different under that?
It's cooler underneath, for sure.
Y'all, I'm like so shook about that. Oh my.
Well, luckily Beth was aiming right.
Benjamin, are you under the bed? You hiding from us?
In the moment, it felt like it was needed to do an EVP session. I'm a little shaky.
Put the bag down.
Benjamin, did you grab my ankle right now? Benjamin, how old are you? And what we capture next is absolutely amazing.
Ruby, are you the woman that was attacked in here?
I would also like to add that no one was moving in that room. We're pretty much in a circle during that EVP session. Dan wasn't moving around. My grandmother wasn't moving around. My father, my mother, JR, Chris, and myself were not moving at all.
Who's all that walking?
Yeah, I was about to ask you the same question.
Who is all that walking?
It's not us.
Because I was literally like this.
Yeah, go back. And you had to record her over here, didn't you? Or were you over here the whole
I
time?
was over here that whole time
Okay.
during this one. That's full on like
Walking, or just, yeah.
Let's keep going.
Benjamin, how old are you?
Right as Dan and I heard a voice, unknowingly, it looks like a black mass comes from the closet from the right corner, all the way to where Dan is. We cannot explain this.
I thought I heard 5.
5.
I thought I heard 5.
I would. Much obliged to leave this room.
I mean, temperature changes a lot.
Yeah.
Me this time.
I am not fond of this area.
Do I lean back?
Just be normal.
Yeah,
like sit back in and normal.
Let's just stay quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he does this, y'all just try not to move.
Yeah.
Y'all's breath under, like.
Oh, I'm not supposed to rock.
Alright, 3, 2.
There's somebody out here.
There's somebody shuffling up the hall.
There's somebody like right here. You can feel the coolness coming in.
Right beside,
Are you here, Deacon?
right beside me.
Don't scare me too bad, okay?
Hmm.
I got a cold breeze.
There's 2 of them.
Not like this.
Not just one. There's
You
2.
like it? What do you feel?
I don't, whatever, I don't like standing there.
There's 2 of them. One's right here now.
And one will not.
I feel the cold air.
Literally saw a white light just like.
Well, you can
like a small
feel
anomaly
you can
just
feel the
going
cold
down.
air moving.
This
Like
one will not move. It is right
Yeah.
beside me.
Well, something moved because I just followed a white anomaly down that hallway.
yeah.
I'm actually gonna stick the digital recorder of me walking.
I can almost feel my heartbeat.
Is that you?
Right here. That was me that made that noise. Like,
Because the chair
Here.
is eating.
I'm getting static,
right here, Alex.
dude. Someone's coming down the fucking hallway.
I hear movement.
I heard bells, like the ones on our door.
I hear-
Yes,
I hear
heard
movement.
the cat bells that were
Yeah,
in
that
the
are-
median
that are
room.
hanging on our
Yeah,
doors.
I'm hearing something.
I'm getting like so charged up. What is it? Something about parts? Body parts?
So what is Deacon known for? What was that?
What's coming out about him that we've uncovered is he was the worst outlaw in the whole Old West. He was rumored to kill 227 people. And they finally caught up to him in 1909 and hung him inside a barn with 3 other men. His last statement was, "Let the record show that I only killed 51 men." And then he jumped off the pail himself and said, "Let her rip," hung himself. He always got off on technicalities. His choice weapon was a double-barrel shotgun. That's how he killed everybody. Not hard to figure out, you know, people being shot with a double barrel. Every time he got pulled in, he's rumored to have killed Pat Garrett. You guys heard of Pat Garrett?
Oh,
Yeah.
He's rumored to have killed Pat Garrett. And several other people. Except he was never officially, you know, found out in court. And one of the reasons why is because of his middle name, Deacon, his nickname. He went to church every Sunday and dressed up.
As a deacon.
Gave sermons. And as soon as he left church on Sunday, he would put on his big black frock coat, his big black hat, put his shotgun underneath his jacket, and he wore a steel plate across his chest in case somebody went gunning for him, because everybody was after him. And he got shot in the chest several times, but he survived because of that steel chest, steel plate.
What room? What did you hear? Something just screamed. Something just screamed through the spirit box. Is anyone down there?
Back. I'm being pushed back. Like this way.
Is it smart?
He's very smart, very cunning. But he made a statement one time. He said, "I'm a hired killer. I'll kill anybody, you know, get paid or gets in my way." And he meant it.
Evidently.
And he's here.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't know exactly why he's here, but he is here.
Did he come?
And well, his father-in-law, like I was telling y'all earlier, his father-in-law, we determined, was shot in that building next door to us.
Yeah.
And a lot of deacons' plan is vengeance.
Who's pushing my mom right now? Why are you doing it? I don't feel
I don't like this right here.
He's being nice to me.
Somebody's being nice in there, but not nice out here.
Somebody is moving in here. I don't know if y'all can feel that, but there is moving cold air, moving around. It's like it's going in a circle around you.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a little breeze. Obviously, we can see that moving, but that is not a whole lot. And that's kind of sealed off. So I don't think that's what we're
I
feeling.
wouldn't think that would be what, because it's right in this area.
It's like it's doing a circle around you.
It's right in this area.
Yeah. If you feel what I was,
Around the roads, he's in the
if you feel what I was telling you with that chair, it's very unusual when it happens. Because you'll think that you're leaning back, but then you realize you're not. It's like they're pulling on it from the back.
It's funny you say that. Mom's being pushed on the back right now.
Is she right now?
The timing of that made me so baffled.
She has the camera.
Well, your mom's sensitive. That's why they're targeting.
She's very sensitive.
That's why they're targeting her, because she's like a bullseye right now.
Yeah. She's always been that way, and Alex is the same way.
Yeah, spirits will gravitate towards, just like the movie Sixth Sense. They gravitate.
Well, I think someone's heading that way because I felt the breeze like from above.
Yeah, there's a lot going on right now. That's the chair that used to be in our presentation room. I moved it back
And this
here.
one?
Yeah, it has a little hole in the corner. That's why I moved it out.
Is that a bathtub? Is that a bathroom right there?
It's a bathtub. Yeah.
I just happened to see the bathtub.
Yeah, and people feel things about that bathtub. I think something happened to a woman in that bathtub. Couldn't quite put her fingers on it.
The hallways in this hotel carry so much residual energy and so much emotion. Beth, my mother, and myself are now walking into the 50-50 room, where a lot of women get severely affected in here.
Up to you. You want the light off?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh yeah, God, it's still.
It's almost, I can feel like a
Yeah.
rock a little bit. I'm trying not to, but
Yeah.
it's like a rocking just a little bit.
It's just.
You all right, Chris?
I think it's right between me and you
Yeah, I
because
think
we
so,
seem to be
too.
the ones feeling it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Wow.
Did you feel anything in there in the bathtub?
Heebie-jeebies.
Whatever this is right here.
Mm-hmm.
Right here. Feel it on my skin.
Holy shit.
What?
You were walking up to me?
No, I was not walking up to you.
Holy fuck.
Yes, even though someone was walking into the room, Beth said that it felt like and sounded like someone walked right in front of her, and I was standing completely still.
But did you check on the giraffe?
It was knocked over.
Was it?
Yeah. What's knocked over?
Dude, I swear to God, you were right here.
I was literally standing right here
I
the
swear
whole
to
time,
fucking God, it was like,
and you gasped. That's
like
what you felt?
heavy. I could feel the vibrations of the floor.
She was videoing.
It ran right up to me.
She was videoing that whole time from that side, so she literally could have saw me like walk up to you, and you didn't see me, right?
No, not videoing.
Staying here the whole time, babe. Wow, that was so intense.
I could feel it. I thought he ran right up to me.
And the
I
way
could
the
feel
energy,
the
like,
vibrations of the floor, like it shook. It wasn't like a little step. It
It's
like
like this.
ran. Yeah. Like I covered my ears so I couldn't hear anything else, so I could feel the like vibrations. It wasn't
Somebody was
noise.
getting in your face.
Yeah.
Cause as soon as you did the and then I jumped, I could feel like the energy that was like rushed you, and it just out.
So when
He
you
was
were
fucking with
in
me.
that last room and then we left, y'all didn't have Deacon in there. He was in the hall with us.
He was in the hall.
He
He
was
was
there.
following you.
Yeah.
You're the target.
He wasn't bothering me.
Your sensitivity.
Yeah, he was just letting me rock, and we had all kind of like codes.
It was-
Every time we
It
have
was
somebody.
not the female that was trying to do whatever was in the hallway to me.
Almost
Something
like,
was very like.
it was hot. It was almost hot, like anger hot.
Yeah.
You know.
Mhm.
And then I was like, something's pushing me in my back. But I felt
Mm.
like, even downstairs, when you were beside me, but I felt like somebody had pushed me. That's why I even looked to see, because then I hit my arm against the wall.
Yeah. He stands off basically. He's very mood. He has mood changes.
Mm-hmm.
So like, he might not do anything at one point, but then he gets violent at another point. And I think that's who inflicted that on you.
Yeah.
Last time you
It
were here.
felt really bad in that hallway.
It's almost like that's
Yes.
what it looked like. Like somebody either whipping you
Or he lashed out.
or
That's what-
lashing you with
that's what
something.
he,
That's what it looked like.
Alex checked my back because
Yeah.
I was like, this is the, and I don't know
Yeah.
what side was yours.
Right.
Mine was
Right.
on
You
my
know,
right.
I never thought about that. Back
Mine
in the
was
day,
my
they
right
punished people
side.
with really bad lashes, like
They did.
bamboo,
Yeah.
like bamboo sticks and
Like they
everything
did
else.
Jesus and
Yes.
stuff like that. They used those
Yeah.
like
And it would rip the
sometimes
skin
bones.
open
Yes.
and
Yes.
Well, when I was
So,
pushed, it was on the
that might have been
same
what that
side
was.
that he was affected on.
yeah.
We need to figure out how we're gonna.
I already
Just kidding,
called
I'm
him.
just-